All right, so we were talking, and and I realized that we needed to have this conversation on camera, so we're going to. Thank you. We were talking about moisture, and my client here was asking me what should she use for moisture. She's been using rice water and Jamaican black castor, Jamaican black castor oil. And she said that's probably what we were deep cleansing out. And I said, yeah, probably, because the oils get stuck. But we were talking about what we should use for moisture, and I was explaining that you don't need to do anything for moisture. It's not actually a thing. So we're going to get into that, but first let's dial it back. My name is Miss Tiff. Right? I be forgetting that all the time. I am owner of Locc'd In. I do a lot of hair, hair, locks in particular, and more often than I'm doing the hair, or as often as I'm doing the hair, I'm educating, because there's too many lies on the internet about locks and what you should and shouldn't do. I had a client the other day. He's been with me for a while, but he must have saw the brushing videos. I was like, can I brush them? And he said, I've been brushing them. And I was like, we never discussed brushing. Like, what should I do? Put a do-rag on, wash it, retwist it every so often. Should you brush it? Well, if you like them fuzzy, yeah, brush it. But anyway, let's get back to moisture. So, I get distracted. So, yeah. So I usually ask people what they need moisture for, because it's, for me, moisture is a buzzword for product companies. They use the word moisture in an effort to sell you products, and it's been working. It's been working so well. That's probably why there's no need to stop. But the thing about it is that telling you that your hair is dry and that it needs moisture, actually, and then selling you oil doesn't actually make any sense. It's what I say. It's diabolical. It's a diabolical thing to sell me oil in an effort to provide moisture for my hair or seal moisture into my hair. I cannot seal moisture in with oil. I can seal moisture out with oil, and that, I wish we were at the old salon. It's on the wall. Moisture is water. You get moisture from water. You can only get moisture from water if, like, it's time I put it on here. If I asked you to moisten this towel, would you oil it or would you put water on it? If I needed this towel to be moist, will we oil it up? That wouldn't make it moist. That would just make it oily. Oil is not moisturizing. It is sticky, which is why we talked about earlier. Oil, the people that use a lot of oil attract a lot of lint. The people that have the most lint usually are addicted to oil, because oil and lint, they go together because it's very sticky. But it doesn't just stick to lint. People that use oil have a lot of pollen during pollen season. They have a lot of just stuff in their hair. It's just always, because locks usually, they don't get super dirty if you don't, because it's your scalp that has stuff coming out of it. The only part that really gets dirty is at the scalp, and that's because it makes its own oil. Your scalp makes its own oil, and it's coming out every day. I mean, depending on how you eat, some people make more oil than others. Some people make oil faster than others, but everybody's scalp is making oil. Besides that, your scalp has dead skin cells every day. Tiny microscopic dead skin cell flakes every day. If you go outside and shake your hair off, or if you're wearing black and you shake your hair, you're gonna see flakes falling on your clothes. So that is the dead skin cells that your body is making. It's making them all over, but you shower every day. Most people, as you should be showering every day. So you're washing your dead skin cells, because it's 500 million on your body. 500 million dead skin cells. That's a lot. That's a lot. So a lot of them are coming off your scalp too, because it's still just skin. And so you got dead skin cells and oil coming out. That's already itchy. Like when those two become present, once the oil becomes present with the dead skin cells, which is why I recommend going outside regularly and just shaking the dead skin cells out. Just shake them out, because once they mix with the oil, that's when they become visible. And the worst thing I think about our hair culture, because of commercials, is that our scalp will be itchy and flaky full of oil already that we haven't put on there, that it came out of our body, full of oil, full of dead skin cells, and we'll put oil on top of it. That's why I say it's nasty, because once you already have that present, it's already itchy. There's already like gunk in your nails when you scratch. Putting oil on that is nasty, nasty work. And it's like we've been taught to do that. We've been told that if it's itchy, it's dry, and it needs oil. And it doesn't make sense, because if we do need moisture, if we need oil for moisture, I mean, if we in fact need moisture, because they're saying that's what we need the oil for, how are we supposed to get it when oil actually blocks moisture, when oil and water don't mix? And since moisture actually comes from water, if you cover your hair in oil, when I go to wet it, it won't even get wet. It doesn't even get wet. If there's too much oil, the water just beads up and rolls off like an oil shield. And then I have to like use my muscles to like squeeze oil out to get soaked in, to get the oil out. It's hard to get out once it's in there. Locks are like sponges, and they suck up anything you put in it. So it's really, oil's not the only thing you shouldn't be putting on them. Pretty much anything, everything, just because it has the tendency to get stuck and be hard to get out. And different things do, different things. I've seen some weird stuff happen with hairspray and black gel. Like a buildup of black gel turns into like this big, thick gummy thing. Hairspray turns into little hard chunks that are stuck in there. Worse than wet. But anything that you just put on them regularly is going to get stuck. So you really don't want to use anything if you can help it. People always ask me, should I use water? That's a good question, actually, because we've been taught that we should use something. And so if moisture, in fact, is what we need, then water would be the fix, right?
But that costs a little bit.
It does. If you get it completely wet, you can mist it with some water. Like if they're stiff, you can mist it with a little water to make them, pliable a little bit. You don't want to get them too wet, because there's gonna be mildew. So that's a very good answer. The reason why I say don't use water, even though water does bring moisture, so that is true. You would get moisture from water. If your hair is fine, there's no need to add it, because it being dry is normal. So, because you don't want to be wet. So, but if it's been 4 weeks since you got washed last, and your scalp is itchy and flaky, what's water gonna do? Water ain't gonna do nothing. Water ain't gonna do nothing. It might make it wet a little bit. I even had a lot of people in my comments on one of my videos say, if I use water makes my hair dry. And that was so funny to me, because water, you trying to hide? Okay. Water, it's funny. If I get my t-shirt wet, right? And then it dries naturally, because that's what things do after they get wet. Did water make it dry? Or does water just dry? I think what it is that because we've been using the wrong terms all along. If my hair is itchy and flaky, that's dirty, right? That's the dry is not the correct term. Dirty is the correct term. So if it's been 4 or 5 weeks since I got my hair washed last, and my scalp is itchy and flaky, but also my hair is stiff and it looks dull and kind of dingy looking, we're still dealing with dirt. We're still dealing with the fact that I've been walking around through the environment that I live in for 5 weeks without washing my hair. It's dirty now. And not only is my scalp dirty because it's been making stuff, but now my hair is dirty because I've been walking through people's dead skin cells, ultimately. Walking through dead skin cells. Because when you go to your grandma's house and the shades is pulled a certain way and you just see the dust floating in the air, that's your whole family's dead skin cells for the past 10, 15 years. So open the window, Grandma. But yeah, we're constantly walking through them. That's why I tell people to cover their head. Like, what should I do? Cover it, because the more often than that is covered, the less dead skin cells and dust and crap that's floating in the air that it's going to pick up. Like, especially during this pollen season. I don't like going outside with my hair uncovered during pollen season, because when you wash it, you can see the green stuff coming out. And that's why I say the people that use oil see even more green stuff. They be having a gang of pollen in their head. So what else? So, yeah, they've trained us to be kind of gross, I think. It's kind of gross to put oil on dirty hair. That's what I was getting to. Putting water on dirty hair. Not only does it not fix it, but if the hair is dirty, right? If it's dirt that's on your hair and you put water on it, you know, if you have dirt and then you mix water, you're making mud. Look at you. I like you. Yes, you're making mud. And so, yeah, when it dries, it's going to seem even crunchier and even crispier after you put water on it. And the whole point is your scalp's not dry, your hair's not dry. Both are dirty. They need to be washed. And it's just time. It's time. And it's 4 or 5 weeks is not too soon to wash your hair. I don't know why people are saying that. It's not. Because, you know, our palm-colored friends, they have to wash their hair every day or it gets too much oil. And that's because, all right, so, little lesson in science. Follicles, all right? Straight hair has a round follicle. The hair comes out easily, the oil comes out easily. Not only that, but straight hair, because it's straight, the oil travels down it because of gravity. It travels right down it. So the oil comes out and travels down it, leaving their hair super greasy and stiff and hard and brittle, which is what oil does to your hair. Their hair is like that at the end of every day, just about. Whereas when you have a curly hair has a flat follicle. So the hair comes through, it's harder to come through, so it comes through slower. And the oil comes through slower. Not only that, but because the hair is coily, the oil is not allowed to travel through the hair. It can't travel horizontally. It needs to travel because of gravity. So it can't travel through the hair. It just sits at the scalp. So ultimately, we could keep our hair clean by just keeping our scalp clean. Hair doesn't even have to get dirty, especially if you don't put nothing on it. So there you go. Follicles. Follicles are the thing that determines what the curl pattern is going to be, if there's going to be one. Whereas they say flat follicle with curly hair, like super tight curly hair, round follicle with straight hair, and then the mixed curl pattern, the looser curls have a more of an oval shape. So fun. But yeah, so that determines how much oil you make, but you don't have to wash your hair every day. Yay. Right?
Yes.
But 4 weeks that's not too soon. 4 weeks of dead skin cells and oil, and then we almost forgot a big one. Sweat. I don't know. A lady yesterday told me she doesn't sweat out of her head. She's lucky. I sweat all over my head, and you gotta wash it.
I don't believe her.
I don't believe her either. She's an older lady. I don't argue. But you gotta wash it. Like sweat, dead skin cells, and oil are accumulating for 4 weeks. No water, no oil, nothing's gonna fix it. You gotta wash it. Like water will fix it with some soap. Oh my mama. So, stop letting them. They gonna do monetize my video. They is, because I just ruined their commercials. I sure did. But anyway, it's unfortunate because I done seen people recently on videos talking about they going back to Blue Magic, and it's like, don't do it. And then they hair, I get it because they went away from Blue Magic. The hair's still not long. And to that I say, lock your hair. Okay, I said that yesterday on my video too. Lock it. Stop playing around. I don't understand because you know what it is? It's not just the grease, but also the combs. The grease and the combs together are the reason why people think that our hair don't grow. If you stop combing it, you stop oiling it, it just grows and grows. Now, if you stop combing it, it's gonna grow. You can keep using oil forever if you want to. You got locks, you can keep using oil. You can repel all moisture. It's up to you. You know, to me, it's kind of I shouldn't say this. If anybody's still watching, they deserve to know. If you don't want your hair to ever get wet, oil it the hell up. I mean, it won't get wet, so you don't have to worry about mildew. That's the one thing. I guess you don't have to worry about mildew. You can go swimming and it's gonna repel it.
You're gonna have buildup.
It's gonna be heavy. They're gonna be stiff. Instead of like falling nice and light, they're gonna fall hard and they're gonna hit you in the face hard and scratch you. They're gonna be stiff and brittle. What oil does to hair is make it stiff, brittle, hard, heavy. So, but you can. I've seen people do it. The hair don't accept water. I can't even wash their hair. I can just wash around the oil. I can wash what's stuck to the oil off. Can't get the oil out. It's too much of it. When I'm twisting it, you can see it coming out. It's icky. It's nasty. And this is how I found out. Also, because of what oil does to my drains. I mean, it destroys the drains. You know, if you eat a heavy, greasy food diet, how oil, cholesterol, whatever, coats your arteries, slowly just shrinks them down with plaque in it. That's what it does to the drain. Because I found that out because my drain just slowly gets slow. And then once it gets to the point where it's not draining at all, I have to go in and take all the parts apart and like shake them out. And there's like this black gelatinous goo that comes out and it stinks so bad. Oh my God. So, but it's oil. Because we don't have hair. Locks don't shed hair like everybody else because it stays inside the lock. That's basically what's locked. The hair that naturally sheds is locked. It's locked. It's locked into your curl. You can't get it out. And so I don't have hair in the drains like that. I have oil in the drains. Lots of oil in the drains. Even if none of my clients use oil, I would still have oil in the drains. Why? Because our scalp makes it. I would just have less. I want less, guys. Give me less. Stop oiling your hair. It's just nasty. It's not helping anything. It's not providing anything. And so, neither is rice water. I mean, it's not hurting though. I mean, rice water doesn't bother me. If I made it one time, I don't know if you get it, like, you get it from the store, they might have some fragrance in it. I don't want to, what I would do, if you're here still, you deserve to know. I would spray perfume. Well, I do spray perfume, but my hair's not locked, obviously. But I spray perfume in my hair. Because my scalp makes a lot of oil because of the mixed thing. And so, oil, the alcohol in the perfume dries it up. So I use towels, so I shake it out regularly when I don't want to wash it because I don't be wanting to wash mine either. And then I take a wet towel and clean my scalp off with it. When it's fuzzy like this, you can just clean your scalp. You can go right in here and clean your scalp. Why not? Your hair's not dirty. As long as your scalp's clean, your hair stays clean. So I don't see why not. So shake those dead skin cells out, wipe it off with a wet towel, and again, like I said, I spray perfume on my scalp. I like to smell good. I'll wipe it off, I spray it up. So I don't know, that might make some people itchy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, oil makes me itchy. The perfume has not made me itchy as of yet. I've been doing it for like 2 years now. And I said, you know what, I should tell people, at least the girls. I should tell the girls. No. I figured it out because there's a man that comes in here and his hair be smelling amazing. And I said, I know he's putting cologne in that shit. I know he's putting cologne in it, but it smells good. So I ain't mad at him. His hair always smells good. And I said, he must spray cologne in it. And I started doing it to mine. I love it. I don't spray the good stuff though. I spray the body spray. I don't spray the really expensive stuff. I've yet to put any of my expensive perfumes on my scalp, but I have sprayed some Bath and Body Works. Like after my shower, everything can get it. Like every area is getting some spray. But yeah, did I leave any stones unturned?
No.
I don't know. But if you have any questions, there's nothing.
They're just watching.
I appreciate it.
So did I do good with it being 8 months?
Girl, I don't know how you did it. You did great. I don't recommend it because people usually come in with locks hanging on by a thread. I think it's because they're a little bit bigger. So I don't think they need to be much bigger because I can usually tell what size they should be based off of the very bottoms. But you said she insta-locked them up, so I might not tell. But the bottoms are little, but your hair pulls silky, so you almost got that mixed people stuff too. That makes bigger locks, but listen, if they can make it 8 months, let it make it 8 months. But here's what I will say: there are hairs that are not connected. It's not enough it doesn't look like it's been enough to thin you out, so that's good because that's what usually does the thinning. You had said you felt like you were getting retwisted too much. So the only thing I can say about getting retwisted too much is that the only time I've ever known I was twisting too much somebody was when I was locking my hair and I was retwisting it every 4 days and my scalp started hurting real bad. And I was just
it's probably like every 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's a perfectly healthy, normal time. Your hair is on track though for where it should be at 3 years. So I don't have no complaints as long as the hair's not falling off. I don't have no complaints as long as the hair's not falling out. Because usually there's a lot more broken hairs than that. A lot more. At 8 months. But also I know that if it doesn't get done and it wants to get done, it'll stop growing. So it'll protect the sun. But I know you've been doing something. Because 8 months has never been this not matted before in my life. So you run your fingers through it and separate them. Yeah, that's all I be asking people to do. If you don't want to get it done, at least wash it and separate them. That's it. Keep them separated. After you wash it, it gets a little rough, so you kind of got to separate them regularly, like every couple of days or so. But it keeps them on your head. That's all I care about. I don't like hair falling off in my head. It's not fun. It's depressing, actually. And you know, sometimes I can fix it, but sometimes I can't. And when I can't, like now we both sad. And that's not cool. Too many, that's bad vibrations. But yeah. So, yeah. I feel like I'll teach people not to go that long. But if you're okay with the little bit of breakage that you have, what you're doing is what people need to do if they're gonna do that. Like you gotta keep them separated. You still gotta keep them clean. You don't gotta oil them. They don't need that. You don't gotta keep them moisturized unless you're gonna dry them. If they too moist, they need to dry because bacteria grows in dark, wet places. So inside a lock, when it's wet, it's a dark, wet place. So the longer it's wet, the more opportunities for bacteria to grow. And being that they're right close up on your scalp where the dead skin cells and the oil and the sweat, which carries toxins, is coming out at. You want to keep them free of any chance to grow bacteria. Which is why the whole you need moisture thing is kind of ridiculous, because they don't. You don't need it. You can have it. It's not going to hurt nobody, but you don't need it. As long as we're talking about moisture, which is water. You don't need it, but you can have it. It's not going to hurt you. That's, you know, I saw a video the other day of a girl talking about, she was doing the same thing that I do, which is telling people they need to lock their hair. Like, what are you doing? Lock it. She said, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to do with my hair in the morning because I get up and it looks good. I don't have to worry about going swimming because I can go swimming and all I got to do is dry my hair. So many things we're missing out on when our hair's not done. And we can just lock it and then it's always done. Yeah. And then it's the same styles. My client yesterday was talking about how she always used to get box braids and she was just finally one day was like, I'm just going to lock it. I'm tired of all it's a long process to keep getting box braids put in, take them down, put them in, take them down. And if you're doing them at the right time frame, it's expensive. Now waiting 3-4 months is dangerous. Leaving them in for 3-4 months is dangerous, but then taking them down and putting them back in, how often they need to be done, every about 6 weeks. It's a lot for your pockets, it's a lot for your head, it's a lot for your time, because what's it take to get them braids in? Sometimes like 5 or 6 hours. Yeah. I can't sit that long. But yeah.
Depending on how big you get them and how long it take them to grow.
I would have to get the big ones. That's me. Give me the big ones. It'll take me 2-3 sessions to do this. It's just the top of my head. So yeah, that's why I don't have locks. Yes,
Did you have them?
I have. I've had multiple sets. It's just I need somebody else to do it. But then I have, I'm very tender-headed, and it doesn't work out well for me to have somebody else do it. I've tried, and I'll be over there crying. Nobody wants to do my hair. So,
I'm
yeah.
not tender-headed.
You say no, you good. Yeah, you are not. But people be telling me that that I don't hurt them, and other people do, and I just be like, what do they be doing? Because I don't think it needs to hurt. Well, it could be because I've seen people, usually when they say they got tender-headed after they got locks, they be big. They usually be a little too big. Like them wicks, that's the video I made yesterday. I was just talking about wicks because they way too big. And I've seen breakage from just being a little bit too big. So the breakage from being way too big is a disaster. So y'all watched the video from yesterday. But I think we've given them enough. we'll see you guys next time. I'll probably post the finished look here because we're gonna do some uppity doos stuff here in a bit. Actually dries, and I'll probably show y'all the finished look later. So come back and check out the community wall for that. All right, bye. Have a good one. See you.